Hello guys and welcome to the video. So today we have a lot to talk about because we've done quite a bit since the last video. So let's actually get into it. So since the last video, I've done exactly what I promised. I've beaten Trial of Ascension normal. I'm on my way to beating Trial of Ascension hard 50, which is, the reason I'm doing that is because of Summoner's Way, which is also another thing I've been following. Again, if you're a new player, you should be following this thing. This thing gives you so many good rewards and there's quite literally no reason to not do it. I know you won't be able to complete all of it in one day. It's quite impossible. I mean, I'm sure there's someone who could drop thousands of dollars into this game to make sure they can beat this. But or hundreds of thousands. But you're not going to beat it in one day. So it's fine, take your time, but kind of like try to aim for the things it's telling you to do, right? So it's like if you're like, "Hey, what do I do next?" It's just like maybe aim for what they're telling you, because you give you 100 crystals here, they give you another 100 there, guild points, scrolls, more guild points, energy, mana, devil mons, 2A energy, ancient runes, or not ancient runes, immemorial gems, devil mons, and even 1,000 crystals at the end of the final one. So it'll definitely be worth farming for any of you who haven't done it yet. But obviously I've gotten my Transcendent Scroll, and I've beaten Trial of Ascension for 100, so that means I also have a Legendary Scroll, or had, being past tense, because I did summon both of those things. I'm not going to summon on screen. I don't know. I could have, I felt like I should have, but I'm glad I didn't, because who knows, maybe the RNG would have been different if I would have waited. So the monsters I got from my Transcendent Scroll was Tayor, which I'm glad I got Tayor. Tayor is an amazing monster. He's good for Famine, he's good for Trial of Ascension, he's good for Rift Beasts, and he's good for other bits of content, but those are the main three that I imagine that I'm going to use him in. I got this Hell Lady from a random mystical scroll, and from my Trial of Ascension Legendary Scroll, I got the Black Tea Bunny, which is also a pretty decent unit. So that's what I got from those scrolls. But another thing that, continuing the first thing, I've also been farming, giants the entire time while I was completing Summoner's Way, non-stop, which means I have gotten access to a couple runes, which means I have improved some of my units. More specifically, 2 of my units. First unit that I have improved is Royd. Royd has been improved. You can see he has 100% accuracy, which is amazing. That, and he has all of his skill ups. So all I can really do for him is wait till like Monday or Tuesday, because Monday or Tuesday is when all the energy will have refreshed and I can 2A him. I've been working on his 2A so far, and you see I'm on 4 energy. Like, it refreshes every 2 hours, I believe. It gives you 1 every 2 hours plus the energy that you could buy. That's why I'm saying around Monday, Tuesday is when his 2A will be done. And I'm gonna tell you this, my Giants run will be around 1.5 minutes. I can guarantee you that crap. But till then, still working on him. He's on a Swift energy set. His runes can be better, but they're pretty decent right now. So, okay speed, pretty decent HP, and really good accuracy, which is what I want on him at the moment. Eventually, though, his final build, I would like for him to be on a somewhat damaging build, but if he has to remain on this for however long I have this unit, then so be it. That's what he'll be on. The other unit that I have improved is Veramos. So you might notice Veramos has slightly more crit damage, slightly more attack, better crit rate. He's just overall, all around better. This is the rune that I changed on him. I had a random immemorial gem that was like, it was green, right? So I just threw that on him, on this one, which increased the attack by a little bit. But he went from a 5-star slot 6 attack percent rune to a slot 6, better crit rate, more accuracy, which is going to allow him to land his stun and, his attack bar reduction and his dots a little bit more, which are going to help tons with the boss. And it actually has been helping with the boss, which I want to show you something after this. I also had gotten this one from the run, which crit rate and attack percent and crit damage is really good, plus innate accuracy. The only way this could be better is if when I do start farming the Rift Beasts, I change that flat defense around. But yeah, so these can still be better, This can be way better. This can be slot 6, or not slot 6. This can be a 6-star. This can be not a rare. This can be a 6-star. And this is kind of okay for now. I mean, not kind of, it is good. But also changes artifacts. So yeah. One thing that I kind of want to talk about with artifacts real quick is that since the update, for if you don't know, artifacts now drop at plus 15, which means they're fully upgraded. You don't have to spend any mana upgrading them, which means that, in my opinion, I was thinking it doesn't mean too much. You don't have to do this, but I feel like it might help in a little bit of a way. But if you pay close attention to my artifacts, they do help me in some way. These substats or whatever aren't just meaningless substats. So you'll see here, the damage he takes from water units is decreased by 5%. 5% less damage is still pretty big. Additional damage by 27% of speed. Additional damage by 4% attack. Or first attack crit damage plus 4%. I think this is pretty big. This is going to help with dealing more damage and taking less damage in the giant stage, even if it's by a small percentile, right? The same thing is with Crow. It's like you'll see damage he deals on water is increased, additional damage by defense increased, crit damage taken is decreased, additional damage by attack, own turn, one target, crit damage plus 2%, skill 3 or 4 crit damage is really big. And it's like, I'm doing this with a lot of monsters. I don't know if I've done it with him. Damage dealt on water, yes. Skill, oh yeah, see? So skill 2 accuracy, which this would eventually be removed and changed out. But skill 2 accuracy, so, and skill 3 accuracy, because he does have a skill 3. With Naomi, I have counterattack and co-op attack damage. Crit damage as enemy has more HP. Attack and defense up effects. You get the idea. So that's what I would just suggest. It's a suggestion. As a beginner, it's like you never know how this could help you. It might not, but to me it seems like it does. But here we are in Giants. This is, you see, I'm getting around 2-minute runs, and I actually got a new best of 1 minute and 57 seconds. 1 minute and 57 seconds. My run times over time are getting better and better, so that's what I kind of wanted to show you guys. So now that we got that out of the way, let's talk about the twins and kind of like Naomi. Naomi it's gonna be a while before she's up and running. I mean, if I can get her some runes on her, she could still be thrown into my Giants team. It's just like she's not gonna be as effective as she would be if if she was second awakened. But she can still do things. I mean, she gains critical rate, 25% crit chance, and 20% more damage for every harmful effect that's on the targeted enemy. So with Veramos and Shannon and all them, she'll easily be doing some damage regardless if she's 2-8 or not. So her 2-8 can wait, and it's going to be a while. It's going to probably be like 2 or so weeks. So by the time we're a month in is when she's going to get her 2A. Royd is on his way to get his 2A, as I mentioned earlier. I believe I did. So her 2A will come much later, but I could, again, still throw runes on her, and she would function. But let's talk about Sabrina and Talia. And I've been saying in every video, and I'll say it here, I highly suggest you guys summon for these twins. So, like, when you get to the engraved scrolls and all that, don't just summon it randomly. I know it seems really... Holy crap, I didn't know Teor was here. Now it seems like I got Teor from here. No, I got Teor from Transcendence. But on these engraved scrolls, I would, in my opinion, I would suggest waiting until you get a 4-star that, that you can use or that's really helpful pops up. In my opinion, aim for the twins, because any of the twins you summon can be used as skill ups, and who knows, maybe even get some nice 5-stars along the way, like the Striker or Ganymede. So summon for Sabrina, and then next week I'm probably gonna, I would suggest people aim for this Chakram Dancer. I'm going to hold on to my scrolls. Even next week, I'll be holding on to my scrolls just in case a new twin pops up or another 4-star that I can use pops up. But for now, you see I stopped summoning those engraved scrolls. I'm not going to. I know I could get a 5-star. I know I could get another Sabrina. Not going to. I'm going to hold off. But with the twins, I mentioned in one video, and I'll mention it again in this one, Sabrina and Talia are amazing units. I mean, look at them. In the dungeon debate, Sabrina and Talia are the top 2 units in the Fire Beast, top 3 in the Ice Beast. Wind Beasts are not here because they're water. They take more damage and they deal less damage. But in the Wind Beasts, they're top 4. Dark Beasts, they're top 2. I mean, really, really helpful units. So I would highly suggest getting your hands on these units. But another thing that I mentioned in the other video was that the pathing I'm going to take is it's going to go like this. I'm going to first start off with Giant Speed 10. Once I've been farming Giant Speed 10, I said around a week-ish. That's when I'm going to start trying to rune Sabrina, Talia, and some other units potentially, and start aiming for the Fire Beasts and the Ice Beasts and the Wind Beast. The first 2 beasts I'm going to aim for are the Fire Beast and the Ice Beast, because once I can do the Fire Beast, I'm going to be able to do the Ice Beast almost instantly. But did I lose? Oh no, I beat it. But I'm going to aim for those pretty much instantly. And you might be asking, why aim for the Rift Beasts right after Giants? And the reason being is because of the drops here, the enchanted gems that drop. Here, I would get Despair enchanted gems, which is going to be good for Veramos. I have Veramos, as you know, on a Despair Blade build. And it will also be good for Shannon, because Shannon is going to be on a Despair Energy build. So the enchanted gems I get on here could tweak the runes that I have on my other units a little bit, right? Because if we go look at Veramos, we could go quickly look at Veramos. Like on this rune is really good in my opinion. But if I could get an enchanted gem, not the craziest enchanted gem, but a enchanted gem, I could probably switch this to I don't know, flat attack or whatever, speed, 8 HP percent, whatever that could help with, with me surviving or me doing more damage. You never know. So that's really helpful. But Fire Beast would be first for me. For most other people, Ice Beast might be your first priority because its drops are probably what you want. It has energy and blade, which the energy and blade would be good for units like Royd and for Shannon and for Veramos and for Crow and for Lulu. Ice Beast is going to be one of the most important. And then Wind Beast has the Fatal and Rage. So that's going to be good. So as a new player, again, go Giants, then Rift Beast, and then from there you can expand into either the Spiritual Realm or Dragons. For me, I might expand into the Spiritual Realm right afterwards, so I can get Fight and Fight, Determination, whatever it be. Because I could have just done that. Because Fight, Determination, you see it says Ally, Defense, or whatever. So I could get Lulu on a triple fight set, and then Shannon on the spare fight, and then maybe even Royd on a swift fight set if that's what need be. And then, everyone will be doing increased damage. So it'll be really helpful to aim for that, I think. So Giants, Rift Beasts, and then Spiritual Realm. And then from there, see if I can do Abyssal Floor in Giants. And if I can, then I'll aim for Dragons, and then I'll aim for Necropolis. And then from there, it's just on and on, right? But it seems like we're progressing pretty fast. How many days is this account? It's not even a week, I believe. Yeah, it's not even a week yet. We're doing Giants pretty fast. So, yeah. So what are some of the things that I would like to get done by the next video? By the next video, I would love to have, again, Vero on slightly better runes. I'll have Shannon's runes switched around. I want her to have better accuracy. Potentially Crow has slightly better runes, maybe. Maybe even start throwing some runes on them. But overall, just rune improvement. Get these guys 6-starred. Probably even build Tayor. maybe. Not, it won't be by next video. By next video, we can't do that. But by next video, it's just something small, like improve runes and just farm tons. I mean, the next video is probably not going to have too much done into it. Maybe I decorate the island a little bit more, but that's it. So, yeah, that's pretty much what's going to be happening. But I thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.